Good evening, Vancouver. Basketball fans of all ages, shapes, sizes. It's the wireless one, Mike Koreski here with James Sonny Crockett. Tonight's contest, your hometown Vancouver Bears, 4-0. I like the sound of that. Versus a new franchise to the USBL, the Lilacs City Legends. So, Mr. Crockett, let's talk about tonight's game. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for the Vancouver Bears to work on exactly what they did last week when they swept their way through California, beating Los Angeles, San Diego, and Bakersfield to come home with a 4-0 record, looking to have a big weekend here back in the Couve.
Well, and you don't want them to overlook tomorrow's contest against the also unbeaten Seattle Superhawks. So tonight, they've got to make sure that they're focused on these guys and they get ready to go. So coming real soon, Bears versus Legends. Who wins? Tune in to find out. Welcome. Hudson's Bay High School Gym is the place. Vancouver Bears basketball is the subject. And I guess we'd be the adjectives. Wireless Mike Koreski and James Sonny Crockett with you. CVTV tonight. And USBL contest, your unbeaten Vancouver Bears 4-0 versus the Spokane Lilac Legends. 0-4, but you have to play the games.
Well, absolutely, and two of those losses on the season are to Seattle, and their third loss was a 3-point loss on Thursday to Yakima. So
at Yakima.
You can't really take a team like this lightly tonight, this Lilac City Legends team coming in from Spokane.
Exactly. Well, and there's the unknown factor, too. And when you have that, Sonny, the unknown, you don't know what you have there, so it's like you never know what you're going to get.
But we know we're going to get some USBL basketball here tonight, and if the opener is any indication of that, we're going to get grammatical with it.
Yes, and here's the standings like we were talking about, and it kind of sets up for a big match tomorrow with the Seattle Superhawks at 3 p.m., and you'll be able to see it right here, by the way. But we have this game tonight. You can see the Lilac Legends down there trying to make their move as well. So they'll be hungry. They're making that road trip, and you probably get a little surly after you've been in the van for a while, or even if you've flown in, probably flying a smaller plane.
You're not coming all this way from Spokane just to show up.
Exactly.
And all these games are going to matter. We've got a short season as it is. All these games matter for standings. All these teams are going to be in the playoffs. So they're not only trying to see where they're going to seed up in the playoffs, but also, seeing how they play against these teams as well. But you got the Bears, they're at 4-0. They are on top of the standings until that changes. I'm going to keep saying that we are leaders in the clubhouse in the USBL so far.
That's great. Looking at starters there, you can see number 12, Taryn Hamilton, 6'6" forward from Florida Memorial, giving the referee a bit of the business, but all in good fun. More starters there for you. There is number 9, Nikhil Nelson, 6'5" forward, Southern Idaho. Number 8, Jalen Solinsky, one of their players to watch, 6'7" forward from North Idaho. And their other player to watch, their leading scorer, Markeith Brown, 6'1" guard, Montana Tech. and the letter O, as another announcer in Portland says. Dawson Youngblood, 5'9" guard from Spokane, CC. Go through us with the Bears starters, Sonny.
The Bears in the backcourt, they're going to start off with Nas Amos and Denzel Banks. And they're going to be joined by Diego Edwards, Dancel Leader, and Joel Kanyinda. Big Joe in the starting lineup for the Vancouver Bears.
Yes, and we had some real nice pregame talk with Coach Gene Shipley and the coaching staff, of course, Gene Shipley, who we just mentioned, also team market owner, co-coach Curtis Sugar Hill, and also Calvin Standing Hampton is on the staff. And let me see here. Looks like the Bears will retain control. Getting things just tipped off underway here. Thank you for joining us. It's been wonderful to have you here, and we've just had the one home game so far. Yeah, you can see Hampton's in between two of the players there. So coaching staff at full force tonight.
Well, and you saw right in the middle, they're kind of a de facto coach there in Marcus Golder when you have the kind of experience and insight he could add to the party as well, coming off of the bench for your Vancouver Bears.
Oh, as well as some fantastic skills. Talking to him a little bit pregame there, and he didn't make the road trip last week. It was from 2 weeks ago, the opener against Yakima. He said he had a little bit of a calf strain kind of thing. So he said that's why he didn't play a lot in that second half versus Yakima. And he says he's just been resting it.
Diego Edwards throwing it down with the right hand, and we heard really good things about him on that last road trip there from Coach Shipley and also from around the league as well. And wow, he's emphatic there to start this game.
Yeah, that was nice to get the Bears on the board for sure. And crowd's finally kind of settling down a little bit off of that. Diego is averaging 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3.5 assists per contest. And as Coach was telling us before the game, he's the guy. He said if anybody is, the man on the team, it's this guy.
And the player to watch, as denoted from Coach Shipley, Nas Amos in the point guard, you saw him with a great distribution to get that ball to Diego Edwards in the position to throw it down with the right hand.
The quote was, we need him to be CP3 tonight. So let's see if he lives up to that. There's a three-pointer there for a leader. No chance. But here's Nas Amos. Oh, nice find right there. Some good defense by the Legends there. And here they come. Passes off, but that's tracked down by Edwards. And a body check by their number 3, Markeith Brown.
Yeah, good chance to maybe get a little reset here as the pace has been real quick.
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing for the Vancouver Bears for the pace to be quick, but sometimes you got to know what you're doing with it at the same time. So real good chance here to get a reset and see how you can deploy the troops a little bit.
Well, as an old 80s dance tune said, hectic, it's getting kind of hectic. So there you go. That might be the 90s actually, but it's Snap, I got the power. So there it is. Thanks, you guys, for humoring me on that one. But yes, the pace, like you said, it just was getting a bit off the rails, and you kind of got to get that controlled. You walk the fine line between chaos and controlled chaos, as you do in your daily life. Just messing with you, Sonny. So Nas Amos hands it off there, and there's Mr. Edwards. He pops a 3. Oh, almost shooter's touch. And that was pulled down by number 8, Jalen Stalinsky, one of their players to watch. Oh, swat by Edwards. Here come the Bears. And there's a jumper for Denzel Banks.
Yeah, Denzel Banks drawing the foul on that jump shot that was just basically asking to be fouled there. And sometimes you do that and you get it to drop for a potential three-point play.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, Denzel Banks knows how to get himself into a scoring opportunity. Does so already here early in this game as he goes to the free throw line for 2 shots.
I agree with you. It looks like he was sizing that situation up. He was trying to get the maximum amount of points or production out of that. And speaking of Mr. Banks, tomorrow is going to be a good one. I mean, not only is it Also the unbeaten Seattle team with the NBA coaches Gary Payton, Robert Pack, and Jonte Porter, who's averaging a triple-double, by the way, if you go on their website.
Yeah, for the
per
first
game.
week of this season, he was the player of the week in USBL.
Yeah,
makes total sense
no-brainer.
Yeah. Tonight, they are facing Los Angeles up in Seattle. So you got the 2-2 Los Angeles Blue Waves, who had one of those losses to the Bears last weekend. But as we were talking with some of the coaches, they're playing some really good basketball.
So, yeah, Banks, I remember we caught him on one of the Meet the Team nights a few weeks ago, and he said the theme for this year is payback. This is what he said for the teams that beat them last year in not-so-nice fashion. And I asked him, well, who is the payback directed at? First word, Seattle.
I think that's going to going around in this entire organization. That's going to be pretty consistent a theme for them. And hey, if you're looking to get payback, we do it with Zell. We do it with Zell.
You got it. So. You got it. There's no NSF with that guy. And here he is at the line. He heard us, cashed it in. So that puts up the Bears 5-2. Time for some benches, some bench play. Mark Keith Brown taking a seat. And in his place is number 2, Phelan Maddox. Little full court pressure there after that make, but they break it. And that's Solinsky, almost stolen there by Amos. And Youngblood having some problems. Ball is loose, recovered, and stolen again. There was 2 steals on that play. Lots of stats. 3-pointer. Oh, no. Foot was on the line.
Boy, he had his accuracy straight there.
Yes, he sure did.
The footwork there.
Yeah.
And we can get that turned into some points there for the Vancouver Bears.
Well, there's always next time. 6-2 Bears. Legends with the ball. 8:39 to go in your opening quarter. A 3-pointer for Nikhil Nelson. No. Here come the Bears. And that's Zell. And not a turnover, so that's good. That was off of Dawson Youngblood.
If Amos shows the range on a jump shot like that, that is another facet of this Bears offense that teams are really going to have a hard time with. If they've got to defend that close when he's out there beyond the arc.
Yeah, not sag. Yeah.
It opens up so much for him.
Well, and there's the 3 you were just talking about, right?
He's got it on point so far here in the first quarter.
CP3. And there we go. Lots of aggressive defense. This reminds me of the opener a couple weeks ago. They're really extending it out and making them work hard to get that ball in past the 3-point line. 3-point attempt right there, no good. They tried to bounce that off of Diego, but no. And here we go, Denzel. No. Letter fighting for the rebound. Bears retain possession. 9-2 Bears. And this is very similar to the Yakima game because I think they went out 12-0 before Yakima got on the board, but then it just kept going. Foul on the jumper. Not a 3-point play attempt, though, for Letter.
Yeah, Letter getting involved here as for this possession for the Bears. Send him to the line.
The Utah Tech University product. And let's see what he can do here, if he can extend the lead. Not quite. Bench moves. Lilac City going to the bench.
Lucius Brown coming in for the Legends.
And out of the game is Solinsky.
Lucius Brown, a former Lane College player. And we've seen him in some TBL games here before in previous seasons.
And Letter hits the second. So 10-2, full court press, and the Legends turn it over. They were kind of get a touchdown pass to Taryn Hamilton there, but as we've seen in the NFL, the long bomb doesn't always work. So there's Amos. Flips over to the next guy, Diego, and call offensive foul. Kind of a late whistle there.
Right. I don't mind the call, but if you're going to do that, like I said, stop before the play continues like that. Like let's be a little more decisive on those whistles.
Coach Shipley was saying that Diego's family, lots and lots of family were there in San Diego last weekend. And the night before, it was
Los Angeles.
And it was someone else's family who was there, who showed up. Was it Larry Wickett? I can't remember. There was another ball player who had lots of family show up. So he was saying that, the visiting fans, they outdrew the home fans every night.
Yeah, they were well represented in all 3 games.
Yes.
So it was a fun weekend for the Bears, and they came away with 3 big wins. We were talking with Coach Shipley, said of the 12 quarters that they played in those 3 games, they pretty much dominated 11 of those quarters. There's only one against San Diego where they started with a 14-point lead.
Yeah,
San Diego with 30 seconds left, San Diego actually took a 1-point lead and their first lead of the entire game. And then Big Joe erased that immediately, and then it went the Bears' way from there on out. A 1-point victory over San Diego, and they showed there was high-level basketball in all 3 games, even though the Bears were coming up on the right side of it.
Well, and the fan base can see, even the ones here and everything, that this is a very special ball club. They do a lot. They do a lot to fast-pace the game, play tight defense. And we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jess, founder and owner of Pop Local. Pop Local is a retail home for products and brands located all across the Pacific Northwest. We currently represent over 300 independent businesses. Step into the heart of the Pacific Northwest. Pop Local Vancouver brings together over 300 local brands, celebrating independent makers, artists, and artisans. From handmade gifts and unique finds to apparel, artisanal treats, and more, every product shares a story of love and passion from its creator to you. Come say hi at 111 Grant Street, located right on the Vancouver-Washington waterfront. For more information, you can visit poplocalvancouver.com.
Bay High School, and thank you very much. Wireless Mike Koreski, James Sonny Crockett. And what have you seen so far that you've been liking from the Bears?
Bears off to another fast start here in the first quarter, showing off what they have to offer, keeping a lot of people involved in the offense. Gotta like what Denzel Banks does when he has basketball. Just a penchant for scoring that I really like watching him when he's on the court. And
they're doing some good work on the boards. Lilac City is not getting a lot of open looks, and you could see the coaching staff has to be pleased with the effort on defense.
Yeah, and I think that's it comes from having a very even roster, being able to throw out a lot of looks, and not having any one focal point on the roster. Everybody is just playing at a very high athletic style of game that makes it very difficult for teams both on offense and defense.
And Coach Shipley, he was saying that there's not really one big A player on this team. He says he likes the balance. He said he likes more speed and athleticism over size. And there's Letter right there. No call. Looks like Bears retain possession. Oh, there was a call. Okay. It was one of those where some delayed reactions were happening. So the Bears so far, they have an average margin of victory over 22 points a game. And it seems to be kind of going that way so far. There's Gregory Owens, Legends assistant. And next to him there is the head coach.
That is Stanley Abia, the head coach of the Lilacs City Legends on the left there. And again, next to him, as you said, Greg Owens.
And it's their first year as a franchise in any league, and it's growing pains. We've been there. And Sal Letter buries the second. It's 12-2. The press is out. And the Legends are working that around. That's Taryn Hamilton down low in the post. No.
Another rebound by Edwards.
Oh, sweep behind the back. And there's a nice dish to Letter, but no. Lilacs hang tough on that, and here they come back. That's Dawson Youngblood. Flips in the corner. And that was Phelan Maddox, and now we're covered with the ball. Is Nikhil Nelson. He's going to pop a three. No. Good board right there from Zell. And he did the authority slap on the hand with the ball. He meant business. Little weaving up top there, and there's Zell. Oh, with the dip. Not quite, but he picks that up. Yeah, Letter, 14-2. The thing I like about him, James, is his game is very cleanup. It's very cleanup aisle 10. He gets that loose ball. He calms down the rebounds and those kind of things. Three-pointer there for the Legends.
Yeah, Brown with a bank shot there.
Oh, technical. Oh, on Lucius Brown, he hits the tee, or he hits the three and he gets the tee. Well, he turned over to the bench of the coaches and said a couple things. I noticed seeing that.
And you don't know, maybe that's a bit of familiarity there for, something.
Oh, it could be. It could be just something friendly, but the officials didn't see it that way. I mean, when we talk that way to ourselves and to Bobo over here, sometimes people don't think that's very friendly.
The things that you can't hear that we hear in our headset.
Oh, yes. Yep, goes with our whole crew over there.
Still wondering whether they even count that three-pointer.
Yeah, I wonder, did they wipe that out?
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that would be just like double jeopardy right there. And they needed something, they needed some kind of points on the board to kind of stem the tide, because the Bears are about ready to hibernate if the Legends don't get something going, if they don't get something legendary going, so to speak. And there's that guy, Letter. Flips it over to the big man. Shot is off, but the Bears retain possession. Diego Edwards, pick and roll. Nice work. That's Big Joe. Joel Kenyinda, 6'10" forward, plays professionally in Spain and Norway. And cashing it in, Letter. He's been the guy so far.
Yeah, Letter having himself a big quarter, already 7 points for the Bears.
19-5 Vancouver.
And really showing off why he's consistently been in the starting lineup for the Bears.
Yeah, it's not flashy. It's just solid. Meat and potatoes, ham and eggs. That's one of my old broadcast partners used to call it. Always made me hungry when he said that. And smothering defense. Shot clock is down to 1. And did the foul happen, or was it a violation? Markeith Brown is trying to say he got me in the forearm. Or you got him on the, bailed out at the buzzer. Nikhil Nelson going to the line for the Legends. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. That was a really nice defensive stand by the Bears as well, so it's a bummer. But if you keep doing that consistently all the time, you're going to put some space in between you and the opposition. Bench moves. We got for the Bears.
And Big Joe taking a seat.
Yeah.
We have Boozer coming in off the bench.
Valentine Boozer. 6'8" forward from Strathmore University. We have a very big world flavor this year for the Bears. Letter, no. Rebound. And that right there is Markeith Brown. Flips it over to 15. Lucius Brown for a 3, no.
Another emphatic rebound by Denzel Bates.
He is in it.
I like when they take that rebounding aspect of the game very seriously in that aspect.
And Nikhil Nelson trying to put a move on, but the only move he got was the one without a ball. And it looks like Markeith Brown got called there for the attempted strip.
That'll send Edwards to the line.
Mm-hmm. And Diego, he is kind of another guy. He's not just like an emphatic scorer. He also rebounds really well, and he handles the ball really well. It's just, yeah, there's a couple of glue guys on this team that I'm seeing so far. And to the bench we go. That's number 4, Larry Wickett. And also
Mikey Medlock, talking about a glue guy.
Yeah, Lewis and Clark College.
Yeah, as we were talking about it pregame, heard a lot of good things about what he did on the road trip in California. All the coaches are looking to him to kind of tie together what comes out from their starting lineup into their kind of reserve minutes.
And that's a 3 for Taryn Hamilton. 6'6" forward, Florida Memorial. Cuts the lead in half, 20-10, Bears over Legends. 5:24 left, opening quarter of the Saturday night special USBL ball on CBTV. And there we go. There's some work. Diego. There was some work. Spin cycle mixed in there too. He's very deceptive with the moves with the ball. And yeah, Solinsky was trying to do a post up there on Edwards, but Edwards was knocking that away. Edwards takes a seat on the bench, and there's the man we talked about, the top of the broadcast, number 11, Marcus Golder.
And he brings quite a similar style that Diego Edwards plays, and that's something that we've heard the coaches talk about a lot. They want a lot of guys to play the kind of style that Diego Edwards plays. Like, they want that kind of mold of a player right now. They think that's a good key to winning here this year as we're in the first year of the USBL.
Well, and it's just how you look at what the game is. So here's our calendar. Tomorrow, the big home showdown versus the Seattle Superhawks. And then you can see at a 3 p.m. start time on your broadcast, and also a venue change for Vancouver High School.
For Vancouver High School.
And then you can see we're away in the midweek against Seattle, but then we're back. We're back next Sunday against those dastardly Salem Capitals.
That'll finish off our month of March here as we have a home game against Salem.
Yeah, exactly. They travel so well. They've got their the horns, the Zuzavelas, Vuvuzelas, those things.
Those things they bring with them.
Those things they bring that make noise.
And talking about, we brought an entire band, so we may not have to worry about that nearly as much.
That's true. So the Vuvuzela might be Ixnade. Okay? If only I could say it right.
We've got the Vancouver Community Pep Band here in attendance. If you come down here to Hudson's Bay High School next weekend as we take on Salem, you'll get to see them live as they get everybody riled up here in the stands.
Yeah, they do a great job. It's one of those community bands, volunteer, come out and play. And we really enjoyed them a couple weeks ago on our opener too, and it was really cool to see them file in tonight. We're like, we got the band.
And to see there the Neil Huss, the director of the Vancouver Community Pep Band, and he's getting everybody ready for their next
number.
Yeah, their next number they're going to have out there. Part of the Vancouver Music Organization, which is a nonprofit dedicated to fostering inclusive, community-based music programs.
And switching on that, we're talking about BPM Sports Network, hosted by our man Bobby P. Babo Palata, Bobby P. Media. You can see there's an address, there's a phone number, all sports all the time.
Yeah, and if you got the QR code there, will take you to his YouTube page.
Yes.
There, that has a lot of great content on it that you can subscribe to, hit the notification button. Do all those things.
All right, and you might even catch a little bit of Bobo doing the two-step on there, possibly. So, because if anyone likes to dance, it's Bobo Palata. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. 22-10, Bears over Legends, and the Legends will inbound the ball. Still some very tight defense by the Bears, but very nice read there. Very good play call right out of the timeout. And that's the thing. If you're going to take a timeout and you have an inbound, cash it in. Cash it in first of all, and then get the rest of your strategy figured out.
Yeah, you should be able to have a set play. You should know what you're going to do there. And I mean, the defense can only do what they do. They have no idea. You have the advantage there, so you should be able to put together something that can get points.
So good news was Taryn Hamilton scored on the basket, but the bad news was no and one. He got and none. There's Nas Amos. They come back out on the switch there. Ooh, a knock from behind there from Taryn Hamilton. Here come the Legends. And a little opening for Markeith Brown. He cashes in. So 22-14. But a three-pointer.
Medlock gets his hands on the basketball for the first time, drains a three from the corner.
He is electric. He's got some very nice moves around the basket, and you can see the shot is real silky. Nice look in there from Taryn Hamilton. Solinsky did a couple of dribbles to set himself, but it was probably best just to put it up.
Yeah, I thought Wick had it pretty clean there, but it's that continuation, that second effort, not giving up on the play, results in something positive there for the Legends.
Yeah, Vancouver swarmed it. they swarmed that pass down there in the key. First shot is good. And Solinsky having a nice beginning of the season for the Legends. 15.8 points, 9.8 boards, 2 assists a night. Cans the second. So Legends hanging in, 25-16.
Final 2 minutes here of the first quarter.
Right, let's see what the Bears can do with this last couple of minutes. And a wicket, ball went out of bounds. And what is the call? Looking like on Lucius Brown, is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Lucius Brown, who got himself a decent run here in the first quarter, but wants to hit the bench now.
He sure did. Yeah, he was motioning. Yeah, I'll take a seat right now. Might have got the wind knocked out of him there. Number 9, Nikhil Nelson coming in. 6'5" forward, Southern Idaho. And there is Wicket at the line. 6'5" from Maine, Fort Kent. So I'm thinking East Coast because of the Maine. Lots of East Coast guys on this team. Lots of guys from all over the world on this team.
Right, and as we're saying, we're going to be playing a lot of our games up and down the West Coast here maybe in the coming years or USBL, and so far that talent pipeline has paid dividends for the Bears already.
For sure. And that was Markeith Brown. He even switched hands on it, but still the pressure from our big men caused that one to miss. Golder had Wicket there on a pick and roll, but it just didn't quite happen. And it was our big fella. It was Valentine Boozer who caused the miss on the other end there. Nice press by the Bears. Nice break by the Legends. And a way to convert that. That was Markeith Brown to Jalen Solinsky. Closes the gap 26-16. 1 minute to go. Opening frame on your Saturday night. It's all right for fighting, as Elton John would say.
Nelson picks it, gets it up to Solinsky, who again is getting very involved here as we end this first quarter.
Let's see there. Edwards waiting for that whistle, and he got one. Yeah, Medlock was, he sensed the contact was coming.
Yeah, or otherwise, I don't know that would have went as a shooting foul there. I don't think
Me neither.
So. Yeah, I think
Me neither. I think Medlock kind of willed that one in.
Well, and in the bonus, we're going to take advantage of that.
Sure. Number 15, Big Joe. He's coming back in. He got a nice breather. Boozer gave some nice minutes in the pivot there. And second shot good.
5 points here in the last few minutes for Mikey Medlock.
And they pass half court with that, 41 seconds to go. And there's a jumper in the corner, off for Taryn Hamilton. Ball is loose, Wicket picks it up, and here we go. And there's that jumper. No good for Medlock. Golder's going to try to pull that back out. He's got 16 seconds. And Amos calling the play. We're down to 9. 2 on the shot clock. He's going to hoist it. Not quite. Rebound by the Legends. There's a second left. The three-pointer is not counted even if it went. Kind of got a little sweared there at the end of the quarter.
The Legends had themselves a nice run. They were down, multiple times. Most of the quarter down by double digits. So to bring it down to an 8-point lead going into the second quarter, they got to like that over there on their side of the bench. They're
definitely hanging in there, and that was something that after that initial outburst by the Bears to start it, the Legends hung in there. Got a couple of fast break opportunities right there towards the end, and they're hanging in, and the Bears, they're in for a little bit of a fight here, and they all got to band together. Proud sponsor of the Vancouver Bears, Spalding ignites the inner confidence that lives in the athletes of all levels across the globe and enables them to play their best game. Spalding, Mexico, made for the game. There's Waste Connections.
There it is, for being the Bears official community partner and helping fundraise for our local partners. Waste Connection. Connect with the future. Also a longtime sponsor of Vancouver basketball,
Hampton Inn and Suites. Good stuff from them. I remember they have been with the Vancouver franchise even in the mid 00s when things first got started here with professional basketball in Vancouver. But now we're more than unbearable. We are here. So, second quarter, Sonny, what are your keys if you're on either side of this?
Yeah, get back to the formula that had them doing so well in that first quarter. They really were doing very well. Except a little push there from the Lilacs City Legends, and even with that push, it's still an 8-point lead here for the Bears.
Good deal, and
that's something you can work on that. You can work with that. Obviously, the scoreboard says what it says, but you do want to limit those potential little spurts if you can.
Correct. Looking at the stat sheet here over the quarter, what sticks out at you the most, Sonny?
I really liked how spread around they did between Banks and Edwards and Dancel Leader in that first quarter for the Bears. Really good job to take advantage of those opportunities when they got it. And just 16 rebounds to 11 for the Lilac City Legends. If they can keep that pressure on cleaning up that defensive rebound, they can do real well.
And the biggest difference I found out too, Sonny, 10 of 13 from the line for the Bears in that first quarter compared to 4 of 5 for the Legends. And I think that's where they were making their living. Speaking of making their living, substitutions, number 5, Diego Sanchez getting some early run tonight for Vancouver. Well, and that's the thing, when you have a game tomorrow as well, you've got to be able to keep people fresh and ready. So you can't just leave it all out tonight when you've got 2 games in 2 days. Or 3 and 3 as they had last weekend. And number 7, Malachi Bullington, 7-1 from Spokane Community College. So a local product over there for the Lilacs City Legends. And still that full court press Vancouver's displaying. Going to make them earn every bit of that. And they had Bullington like locked in there for a little bit.
Yeah, Big Joe got right out on top of him there, not letting them get set up.
Almost a turnover. Three-pointer there for Taryn Hamilton, no. Edwards with the rebound. And checked, snuffed by Nikel Nelson. Here they come. And the call is, what do you got, Sonny? Oh, immediate timeout. Okay.
All right, that's our fault then, I guess. We'll take the TO on that one.
Okay. Well, as you have Calvin Standing Hampton there, standing at the moment even, so the nickname is working. So you can see that the coaching staff, Shipley's leading it. They didn't do the huddle outside the huddle to start it. They really knew what they needed to get across.
USBL, all of our, if you want to catch all of our games, go to watch.usbl.com. If you're watching locally on Channel 23, or if you're watching today's game here, you can also watch all of our previous games. Are loaded up on there under watch.usbl.com.
Yeah, if you want to delve into what's going on with the league, past and present, that's a great website to get into, and you could see some stats and some rosters and all that kind of stuff.
And they often have there's multiple games. As tonight, you have Los Angeles Blue Waves are up in Seattle right now, up against the Seattle Superhawks.
And how's that going?
And that is already a 36-25 game here in the second quarter. So you have multiple games you can load up at any time if you're on the watch.usbl.com.
Yeah, it seems like Seattle's like a freight train, and the Bears are on course to meet the train. So we'll see what they do the rest of the night. There's a story right there. If you see getting his ankle worked on, looks like Jalen Solinsky is getting some work done. It doesn't look like he's in pain or anything, just looks like a retape. So that's good news for them, because you would hate, like you've talked about before, you make this long trip and you want to show out, and you want to get out there and give it your best efforts and those things.
Right, and this is only a 20-game season. So it's like there's not that many more than that, and you're wanting to take advantage every time you can get here on the court here in the USBL.
That's exactly right, and basically there's kind of three chunks to the season, the way I see it. The first several games are what you already have, what you brought into the season with, and then you get into the middle there. You get into the middle, teams start making some adjustments, adding some players in from overseas or other rosters. You see a lot of roster shuffling. And then the home stretch, the last 4 or 5 games, it's like, who are we going into the playoffs with?
Right, and
this is what we have.
And that'll lead right into the playoffs. Every team here in the USBL is going to qualify for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still working out what the location of those playoffs are going to be.
Yeah, because they're talking about holding it in one court, correct? The whole thing in one court over the span of a few days. And going to the rack there on the give and go was Bullington. Looks like he drew the foul. 7-1 can be a lot of fun.
I thought that was defended quite well there. The foul will go against Larry Wickett.
Mm-hmm. And shooting 2 there for Bullington.
Send him to the line to earn it instead of giving up an easy bucket. And he does hit the first one.
And as you see, it's been pretty much kind of a lid on the basket. And the Bears shooting 38%. And here you go on that replay, checking out that pick and roll there. And like you were talking about, you thought there was clean defense from Wickett. But hey, 28-22. Legends doing a little bit more than hanging around. Feet were on the line, but Sanchez launched the three to no avail. Edwards gets that rebound. Over to Letter, back to Mikey. Nice dish. Oh, a little bit far away for the dunk. Didn't get the foul. And let's see, it looks like a foul on Sanchez there as Dawson Youngblood was going hard to the hoop. Well, they get that straightened out. Yeah, Legends are getting it done, as you can see here on that replay. I mean, he went right at him. And I was glad Letter wasn't getting called for like a goaltend or something. That always makes me nervous when you hear the whistle. And I mean, you know you have your instinct to go do something with the ball if you're running in from out of play. But yeah, I was glad it didn't turn out to be that.
Yeah, that could have been a big momentum shift.
Totally.
You know, in this game if that had given him a chance for that.
Yeah,
instead.
well, and you notice the Legends are playing with some more confidence than when they started this. Denzel Banks coming in for Mikey Medlock. Let's see what he has this time.
Second one didn't go down for Youngblood.
Yeah, rebounded by Kanyinda. And here are the Bears. Banks passes that back out to Big Joe. Off the weave there. There's Edwards back to Big Joe.
Gets the finish on that one.
Yeah, from Diego Sanchez, the other Diego. Nice look there and a nice play, a nice two-man game right there. And Big Joe was fronting him, but apparently the ball went off Bullington.
I really think that Big Joe has got a little bit more fire in him right now going up against this 7'1" player.
I think so too.
He's played him very strong. We just were talking about Diego Sanchez. Now we got Edwards there. It's double Diego time here at Hudson's Bay High School.
Diego squared, my friends. And let's see. So that puts him back up, 32-23. Gives you a little breathing room. And there's a block. Big Joe, get that shot out of here.
And hearing it from the Bears team over there on the sidelines. Getting all kinds of props there for his play here in the second quarter.
And 9:25 left, second quarter. Let's see what we got here. Inbounded by the Legends. And yeah, beyond the three line, they're going to set it up. They're bringing Big Joe out there. Kind of clean the middle out a little bit. Let's see if they can do anything with that. Turns out to be a jump shot for Nikhil Nelson.
And still Big Joe there to clean up the rebound.
Yeah.
And as we've discussed, you know, bringing up the court is a big time aspect that you can give this team.
Yes.
If you have your big guy there able to get the ball in his hands and do something with it there to bring it up the court.
Yeah, it was. He ran into the 7-1 Bullington there, who knocked it out of his hands. A big-on-big crime right there. And a jumper for Banks, no. Rebounded by Youngblood, picked off by Sanchez. Three, Denzel.
Team leading 8 points here in the game.
And they might be calling it no travel, even though the crowd wanted one pretty bad. And that's Dawson Youngblood, flips it over to Solinsky. And yeah, it looks like a bad pick there.
Yeah, you can see that it was the Bears sideline very emphatic about that over there on their side of the bench.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
They wanted a call there, and they got it.
Agreed. And that was a foul on Malachi Bullington, his first. 7-1 is not a lot of fun in that case. So, Bears bring that up. Sanchez flips it over to Big Joe, back to him, Diego. And some Denzel Banks for you. He pulled that out of his bag. It was almost Johnny Appleseed right on his hip. He pulled that one right down from there. And what do we got? Second foul on Kanyinda.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that pass from Brown would have been that offline. So he was expecting someone to be there, and Kanyinda impeding that a little bit.
Yeah, truth. 37-23 Bears. They got it down to what, about 6, right? And now the Bears have put that back up. What do you think? What's been the secret?
9-1 run, and
what's been the secret sauce to that, James?
Really nice inside play from Big Joe. He's been doing it on the defensive side and then coming down offensively and kind of disrupting things as well to kind of open things up for Denzel Banks.
And Diego Edwards trying to open things up there with a steal. Looks like he lost the ball in the transition, though. And like you noticed, Mr. Crockett, ever since Bullington checked in, Big Joe got a little more pep in his step as far as like defending and setting himself up on the offensive as well, the offensive end. And foul on the Bears on Denzel. And we got a couple coaches and a player up wanting some clarification. And Sugar Hill telling Denzel, it's all right, we can play through that. Oh, he got teed up.
Yeah, that's what I heard Robert Jones make a technical foul, and I was waiting for them to kind of set that up. And then it'll be Brown there making a free throw for...
And we'll give you a quick plug, though. Robert Jones, one of the best PA guys in the business. He's been our voice since basketball came back to Vancouver 5 years ago. One of the best. And the shot at the rim from Markeith Brown, not quite, and it's up ahead. Diego.
Big block from Big Joe makes a big impact there coming down the other side of the court.
And there's Mr. Jones with a customary beret. Not green, but all kinds of other colors. And the pass below there, Markeith Brown got
back-to-back.
Trapped and then blocked by Big Joe.
Yeah, back-to-back blocks for Big Joe.
Yeah, that's fine. So Selensky's wanting that ball back, and Diego's doing the sleight of hand. It's behind his back, like, nope. It was like he tried to grab it like 3 times there. That was great.
Having fun here at USBL.
That's right, the USBL. There's a 3-point attempt for Markeith Brown, no. Rebound and put back by Selensky, no. And I like Medlock. He's been standing there like the whole time on the... he'd be fun to have mic'd up, I think, on the sideline.
That'd be an interesting thing for Bobby P Media to factor in there. Little mic up a player or two.
Mic up on somebody. Probably have to tell him, though, to watch the P's and Q's and some other choice letters.
Bullington showing a little jump shot range there as he...
Yeah, that was an interesting angle, too. He was kind of behind the basket when he put that up. And Bears working it around. And there you go. Denzel Banks not quite on the other side of the hoop. Someone got anxious for us. But Denzel Letter will go to the line. I'm glad they didn't call offensive interference because that was pretty close. And might have been an and one, but no. Yeah, we can see here. Oh, yeah, that was the Bullington mid-range. Real nice. And a timeout. So your hometown Bears 39, the visiting Legends 26. 6.5 minutes to go, second quarter. And
we'll be back after a word from these sponsors.
Saturday night, we've got the fever, and the only cure is USBL basketball right here at Hudson's Bay Gym in the real Vancouver. Vancouver, Washington. The hometown Bears, 39. The visiting Lilac City Legends, 26. Legends got it down to about 5 or 6 points. The Bears clawed their way back to a little more comfortable lead. Coaching staff is there, telling the players what's going on. I think once again they're trying to tell them, make sure we've got the defense. We've got to have that defense. Because, right now, both teams have been shooting about the same percentage. The biggest difference has been the rebounds and going to the free throw line. Observations, Mr. Crockett?
Well, yeah, and they really they want even play. They want to keep everyone involved in the play. They don't want to rely on any one person putting up too much of the production. So that's something that they're preaching a lot of. And no matter who they've got out there on the court, they want to make sure that everyone's getting involved.
Faux show. So we have Sell Letter going to the line. Yeah, he's had a good night for the Bears. 2 for 6 from the 3-0, 3 for 4 from the line, 2 steals, a rebound. He's getting in there. He's filling the stat sheet.
Yeah, up to 8 points now for Letter.
Yeah, increasing. And, I really understand why he starts, because you need someone who can get his game going without having to have the touches. He just makes his own, however he does it. And there's a steal.
And sometimes the ball just finds you.
Yeah, exactly. And there's Denzel Banks. He's taking it in. There you go. Shooter bounce. You get Denzel Banks going, and the team is next level.
Yeah, leading all scorers with 12 points here in the game.
And you can see him and Markeith Brown are having a good time. And here we go, Vancouver. There's Mr. Vagues. Kind of a long pass, actually. And they're bringing it back up. Oh! Yeah, Solinsky was going in for the exclamation point, and Diego Edwards, that was a good foul. His second.
Yeah, as they stretch the lead out to 16 here, they're going to make you earn it after that.
And you can see our official number 9 there. She went over to Mr. Banks and gave him a couple of words. Lots of inside the jersey defense from those two. And yeah, you could see the foul there. He was playing the ball, and like you just said, make him earn it. You're up 16. Yeah, make him earn it. And he's never really a guy in foul trouble.
Bullington cleans up the miss and puts it back in.
Yeah.
6 points for Bullington in this quarter.
Clean up on aisle 2 right there. Closes the gap, 42-28. Let's see what Vancouver can do. And Sell going to the line, going to the rack there. And Diego Edwards comes in with that empty space that Bullington made when he got out of the play. Yeah, no call either way. That was interesting. I know why you're looking confused, Mr. Crockett.
You would have thought that play was over.
Right, it sure looked that way. Here comes a steal, but we get a deal? Oh, we got a foul. And that was Solinsky. You could tell he's getting a little frustrated about things.
Not only that, for Solinsky, I think that's going to be his 4th foul.
Yep, that's his 4th. And Big Joe's trying to, I guess, explain to him why. But here it is there. Yeah, well, and the thing is, Sonny, when you bring the arm back and then take a swipe at it, you're going to get it a foul call 9 times out of 10, because when they see you wind up like that, even if it's clean, it's a wind up. You've got to find a way to, do it without the wind up.
And Denzel Banks goes up there for the rebound against Bullington. Brings it down.
He's got the biggest hands. Boy, he collects a rebound. I have never seen a guy collect it like he does. Most emphatic rebounder in Vancouver Bear history. Vancouver basketball history, actually. So here we go. Banks inbounds it to Letter. Passes off that double team. Denzel shake and bake, but no make. And Markeith Brown playing with the 4 fouls. That's going to kind of hurt him if he ends up with the 5th. Ursulinski's got the 4, right?
And he's still out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're playing him.
But they've got a number of players with 3 or more fouls right now, so they're kind of running out of choices
bodies.
there to not be out there.
Well, okay, that makes sense why there's such a discrepancy at the free throw line. Yeah, Coach Ibia is kind of like, Let's see what we got here. So 44-28. Dawson Youngblood bringing that up. And yeah, they did get Solinski out of there with 4.5 left, and I'll bet you money they're not going to bring him in for the rest of the half. And they're gambling this thing doesn't get too far out. But Vancouver will do that to you. It's kind of like a boa constrictor. They just, as the game further goes, it gets tighter and tighter on you. It did against Yakima in the opener 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and as you keep taking it, inside, you're going to get fouls called on you quite a bit. So it's up to the Bears to make that, count and convert on their free throws. Mm-hmm. But it gives you an impact going in later and later into the game, later into the quarters especially, when you could be giving up easy points from the free throw line.
And the pass was knocked away by Solinski. And not quite a turnover. Did they just bring Solinski back in there? I think they did, yes. Here I am giving this big. They're not going to play him. 13 seconds he was out. There you go. Well, they must have had some instruction to him. Either that or I'm in the Matrix. Oh, there's a steal by Letter. He's got Diego up top. Yeah, you got your groove on there, Sonny.
I do enjoy that little give and go.
Oh, yeah. Well, and Letter did such a great job letting Edwards catch up to it. He kind of held back for 1 or 2 dribbles and let that happen. So Brown answers for the Legends. 46-30, 3:40 left in this opening half. And Edwards going against the 5-foul guy. No dunk there, the 4-foul guy, excuse me. But yeah, Edwards was just a little bit too long on that.
But that is the kind of opportunity you're looking for. You want to have Edwards with a guy on him that could be even deeper foul trouble.
Yes. And that was a block by Nikhil Nelson, and the Legends get the possession back. Yeah, Edwards needed that extended arm like in Space Jam. That I think it was. Didn't Bugs have it, or one of the Looney Tunes had it? It went like half the court for a dunk. So there we go. Speaking of half the court, Malachi Bullington
having himself a nice quarter. 8 points for the Legends here in the second quarter.
He's done really well with his run, for sure. He's been what they needed him to be. Oh, nice defense, but it falls into Letter. Like I was telling you, just being at the right place at the right time.
Third Bears player with triple digits here, or double digits in the first half.
Naz Amos gets called for that. It was a really nice read on that lob into Bullington. Second on Naz. Naz 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. See if he has a second half that does a little bit more. We shall see. First shot by Bullington, no. Yeah, for a half of basketball, 33 points. That's pretty good defense. Nothing to sneeze at for the Bears. And there's Naz Amos and Dawson Youngblood and him. going full court there. And looks like a foul on Youngblood, I'm assuming, or was it on Amos? Or was it back? What do we got? Oh.
Looks like the shot clock never got started, so they're just going to restart it from the baseline.
You got it. All right. And we have 2:40 left. Ball is flipped off in the corner, and there's Nas. Flips it back to Big Joe. Shot clock's at 4. A big old 3. Oh, my goodness.
Big Joe from the corner.
Joe Kenyenda, 6'10", and a three-point shooter. And there we go. Legends bringing it back. There's Bullington. He's going to the rack. Nice fake. No. Rebound by Diego Edwards. And here come the Bears. 2 minutes to go. A 3 for Nas. No. And there's a pick, though. Soto. Boy, sell Letter. I'm going player of the game on him if it all keeps going.
Yeah, ties Banks for the team lead in points at 12. 5 of them here in this second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, he's just doing the whole thing, though. And it's just by being a ball hawk, being at the right place at the right time, making the right decisions when he has the ball. Yeah, everything's coming up Letter right now. People on their cell phones. So, 20-point deficit for the Legends. They cut into that there with Nikhil Nelson. And getting some run, here comes your injection, Michael Medlock, number 6. Always capable of a big play anytime. And also, we got the Booze. Valentine Boozer in there.
Yeah, Boozer in, giving Big Joe a little time here off his feet in the second quarter after he drains that big three-pointer.
And Nelson hits the second. 18-point deficit and 1:43 left. And that's Nas Amos. Yeah, I thought they were going to call that pick. It took him a little bit, though. The Boozer pick was, not clean.
Yeah, that's one they're going to have to work on that, because you do know that they want to have that aspect to their game, their offense.
Oh,
they want to work that in as much as possible with the options that they have available to them.
And setting a pick in today's game is harder than it's ever been with the speed and the athleticism of the players, their footwork. All right, well, a body hit the deck. Yeah, Medlock hit the deck, and the space created was a rebound and a putback for the Legends. We saw something like that similar at the other end of the floor earlier. Denzel Banks out at the 3, starting his move. Stop, pop, no. Bullington rebound. And here they come with a minute to go. Trying to cut into the lead, Vancouver trying to get another impact play or two. Almost a steal there for Denzel. A three-pointer for Jalen Solinsky. And cuts the lead 53-40. And Nas Amos. No good there. All right, here come the Legends. And that's Jalen Solinsky. He passes off. The three-pointer's no good. And here come your Bears. Nas Amos leaves it. Nice. The Booze. Nice little lead there in the lane by Nas Amos. And looks like a loose ball. And see, there's Medlock. Electric. Oh, he's trying to get a call there. And now Boozer's in there. And there's teammate fighting the other, like, settle down. And there they are. And sometimes that happens, right? 12.4 seconds left. All right, well, they're getting that. Players to the benches while everyone gets it sorted out. Coach Stanley Ibia. Coach Ibia trying to figure out with the officials what's going on. And then here's your replay. And that was Medlock. Okay, so there it is, Bullington. And you can see right there. And Medlock was trying to get that foul. And then there came some extra stuff. So what did you think there, Sonny? That was a kind of interesting exchange.
It was, and you don't want to see that here at the end of a second quarter where you've done what you needed to do to extend the lead and done really good on defense as well. You want to keep it even here. We only have 8 teams here in this league. You're going to see these teams over and over again. So
right.
Let's not start that kind of thing here now as we're just here in their 5th game of the season.
Well, and it's tough when you're the road team and this is happening to you because you usually travel less than your full roster. You have like 8 guys, and you get foul trouble like they have. And they're just trying to do. The Bears are trying to do what they do to get their advantage because they're trying to get this done.
And you have Bullington, who's having himself a heck of a really good quarter here, but probably not used to playing this kind of minutes.
No, and probably not used to playing some of the aggressive players because Medlock is really, he's a go-for-the-throat guy.
Well, and for most of this quarter, he's been up against Big Joe, and Big Joe's been taking it to him.
And that's different when you have that size 6'7". When you have that size disadvantage.
Well, right, and you go right from that, and the bench player, the guy coming off the bench, isn't a slouch himself, and Valentin Boozer. It's a matchup that Bullington's having to deal with this entire quarter. So I can imagine, that's kind of where this situation's arising from.
And he's trying to tell his case with the coaches, with the officials, and. You'd really hope there's no ejections by this.
No. I didn't see anything there that was worthy of an ejection.
Because there was no hands thrown or anything. And, I think Medlock didn't give him a lot of space after the bucket. And there's Shipley like, okay, is the basket good, though?
Yeah, a lot of things to gonna suss out there for the referees right now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a 25-cent word right there, sus. And sometimes you are kind of sus. But that's a different meaning of the word sus than what you were using.
I wear it with pride, my friend.
Oh, wow.
And you'll see this home crowd. They're liking that just because they saw the contact. I mean, it was there, but.
So he's like, I'm out. Uh-oh. No, leave the court. Leave the court. Yeah, let's just call that a game.
Yeah,
unfortunately for the Legends, because it was already trying to fight this tide, and you only have a bench of 3, and he was your height, and like you said, he was having a good quarter, and it looks like there was a foul. There was a tee on Medlock. And then Bullington got the tee and the ejection. And they said fighting. And I just didn't see any hands up or anything.
There was a shove from 7.
Yeah, right, but there was no room.
And so, I could see that's why, like, the crowd especially, they're reacting to that. I mean, you could see that's what happened.
Yeah.
But us having a spot right here in the corner did not look like it had that kind of effect.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But when you have the 7'1" player leaving the court, I can understand why the Bears are pretty much they're excited about that. I can see why they're excited about having that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it was like I was saying, like we were talking about, Bullington wasn't used to a smaller player coming up on him like that for some physical exchange.
And after that, Bears still have possession of the ball.
Yeah, boy,
with 9
seconds to go. Yeah, so there's Nas. No. And I guess they're going to let that one go.
Now, what has to happen now is you have to, 1, help Nas Amos off the court, and then get off the court.
Yes.
Go. Like, get into your locker rooms right now.
Yeah, do
like,
it fast.
Yeah, don't even just get into the locker rooms.
Yep. Yeah, no talking. Now, did they go to the same locker rooms? Yeah, they do. Well, not the same locker room, but I'm sure they're next to each other. Yeah. Right. And we will let you suss it out.
This 58-40 lead right now for the Bears going into the second half.
We will let you guys suss it out while we show you some halftime activity. We'll see you soon. Evening, Vancouver. Welcome to the USBL tryouts for the Vancouver Bears, the 2026 edition, right here at McLaughlin Middle School. Throughout the evening, you'll be hearing us talk to Coach Shipley, Coach Hill, Coach Hampton, and perhaps some of the players as well. I'm Mike Koreski with you, your host, and tonight we're pursuing an opportunity and a dream.
I love the Bears. I think it's more marketable.
Tryouts continue throughout the night after a couple of huddles with Coach Hampton.
Please don't ever go anywhere out of shape. I told these guys that last time. You were here last time, right? Dogged it out? What the franchise needs for the Bears is to put together a complete team that is able to dictate a different type of pace, be able to play through actions, guys that can execute at a high level and exhibit an IQ that's going to be able to allow us to prove not just that we put together a basketball team, a pro basketball team. A lot of teams are doing that. We want to put together a different type of pro team. We want to set the standard for what a team looks like.
They were led through a series of drills for stretching, and now the true emotion comes out when they're 5-on-5 full court.
You know, I still strive to try and make my goals come true. Making the NBA is my goal, and I try to take it step by step. And coming here, I need the competition. So I'm here to work. And he said, I'm gonna let you know that you playing with the big dogs. So I said, they may be hungry, but I'm hungrier. Most kids in my situation probably would have gave up by now through all the things I went through. But I don't quit. That's just one thing about me. I never quit. When I want something, I'm gonna go get it.
We met Kurt in Mexico. We do a lot of preseason basketball tournaments, and we get a lot of these players. In fact, it's about 5 or 6 players out here right now who are placed in Mexico right now. What we do is we provide players like this in the USBL opportunities to play after the season's over, to play international basketball. Ultimately, we're looking for guys who can dunk the basketball, who can block shots, but guards are welcome as well. We like guys who can score 20, 30 points a game, guys who can put the ball in the hole.
We wanted to mirror something. You know, we had a lot of success in years past, and we want to get back to it, and we started to chase. I think it's really about enjoying the process. You know, a lot of these guys are brand new to the professional experience, and we've gained a lot of experience along the way too. So we want to be able to say, hey, we don't want you guys to miss out on your leveling up. The experience points that we gain through this is going to be so crucial, and I don't want to try to chase anything that we've done before, because this is going to be something that's brand new.
Hey, way to move it, way to move it.
Yes, man, just looking for guys that's going to come in and work, man, and looking to advance their careers. You know, I think adding Gene Shipley to me and Calvin Hampton this year is going to be huge. More opportunity for guys to tap into that South America, Mexico market, and yes, I'm very excited, man. He brings a lot to the game as a former player himself.
Yeah, Joe.
Who he think he is? Dominique Wilkins elevating on that jump shot?
So the USBL starting this year for the first time since 2007, so they're relaunching again this year. We're very excited from that standpoint. We want the USBL to be a very big thing, and for Vancouver as well. As I told Kurt and I told everybody as well, I'm coming here to win a championship. You know, so I'm coming here with very high expectations. That's why we're looking for the best players that we can find here and all across the country to do that.
It all started with my mom. My mom used to play basketball. She got me into it. She got me into the sport. I was a soccer player as a kid. I didn't want to play basketball. She got me into it. I went to school over there in Mexico. That's where I started playing. People started notice me and stuff. I played high school in San Diego, Southwest High School. That's where I started. I went to college, junior college in Southwestern, San Diego as well, and I joined the military. I got the invitation from Gene Shipley, Coach Shipley. I said, of course, I'll take it. I'm grateful. It's a great opportunity, and looking forward for great things with the team. I really want us to do great. Hopefully we can get to that championship and bring it back home.
What are you looking for this season?
Yes, man, just looking for guys that's going to come in and work, man, and looking to advance their careers.
Vancouver on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Family.
4, 5, 6.
Vancouver, let's go.
Good evening, Vancouver. It's Wireless Mike Koreski, and we got my sidekick back, James Sonny Crockett. 2026 Vancouver Bears. It's signing night. It's signing night. It's dotting the I's, crossing the T's, getting the handbook, all that. What do you think about this?
Well, I love seeing all the new talent they've got coming in here as we are preparing to join for this inaugural USBL season, getting everything restarted here, and the talent is looking great up here in this gym.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm looking for some get back. I want to come back out here and have a winning season. I feel like we didn't live up to our ability last season, so we coming back with vengeance this year.
Denzel Banks making his return to Vancouver and adding that high-end talent, as we all know that Curtis tends to give us.
And it was also fun. He told us, you know, get your sayings ready, get your stuff ready. We got payback this year on people.
Be a point guard, true point guard. So as long as I can do that, we winning games.
that's my like successful season.
This year, I think we can win the championship. Yeah, we're going for that.
Coach Calvin Hampton was saying that the training camp was probably the best they've had since they've been here as a franchise, for several years now. And you can see some of the fruits of it as we're getting to know some of these new faces.
Very excited. I want to thank the coaching staff for giving me this opportunity to make the team and showcase myself, my skills, and I think we got a pretty good squad to match up against everybody.
I'm impressed with how quickly everybody got on the same page. Everybody here for one job to get bigger opportunities and win. That's all we really want to do is win.
So what else are you looking forward to this season?
I'm looking for a lot of the new teams that we're getting to face, teams from Yakima, teams from Spokane, teams from California coming up here to join us here in Vancouver, and we get to compete against some of the best teams on the West Coast.
And back at you. It's half number 2. It's time. After a spirited halftime with a nice giveaway down there at half court, a nice little game going on there.
Yeah, we saw Robert Jones, Amanda Hampton, and Sarah Hill down there.
Mrs. Sugar.
Absolutely. Our co-owner here of the Vancouver Bears, having a good time down at half court.
Nice. And start the second half here. Nazamus over to Sell Letter. That's what he does.
Letter had 12 points in the first half. Oh, make that 15 now.
Yeah, very nice game for him. Very efficient game.
Well, 15 points, 4 steals, 4 boards.
How many shots?
That'll play on only 9 shots.
Jeez. Crazy.
Also, 4 for 6 from the line.
Yeah, no, very efficient. And let's see here, 61-40 in favor of your Bears. Sloppy screen there for Markeith Brown. What about the foul trouble for the Legends, by the way?
Well, they only traveled 9 players as it is, and so far they've had 1 player tossed out of the game, and Malachi Bullington, who was their leading scorer in the first half with 10, and then they've got 3 other players that have 3 fouls or more.
And then who's got the 4?
Jalen Solinsky, again, their second leading scorer of the first half, who had 9 points. He's got 4 fouls. And then Markeith Brown and Lucius Brown both have 3 fouls, no relation.
And Solinsky's been playing with those 4 fouls, I think.
Yes.
Like 8 minutes to go. 8-10 minutes to go in the second quarter. So, well, we'll see what happens. But coaching staff there, Ibia and Greg Owens, trying to figure it out what to do, because you don't want to get away. You still have to play. You still have to learn about your team. It's still early in the year. So you still have to go out there with your best foot forward no matter what foot it is.
Well, and then tomorrow you're going to have a home game against the Los Angeles Blue Waves.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we keep talking
You're
about
travel
what we have going.
Right. They're going to travel and turn around and have a 3 o'clock game against the Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're not getting home till late tonight. So yeah, and I mean, both teams. Yeah, you want to play more guys and not get people, too worn out and whatnot. And almost a steal there for Diego Edwards.
And then something I'm going to have to ask somebody who might know. I mean, if you get ejected from a game here, do you lose the next game as well? Do you get ejected for fighting? I don't know if they've established those rules. I mean, this is the first season.
That's a good point.
I'm going to have to ask someone about who might know about that. I mean, we'll see.
Larry Wickett coming into the game. In for the Booze.
Big Joe.
Big Joe. Okay. I just like saying the Booze. Okay, there we go. Diego Edwards. And he's had a nice game as well.
Absolutely. He had 13 points in the first half, and he ties for the game lead with 15 there with that make.
With Letter. And let's see. Chance of defense from the crowd. Legends working it around. Little mid-range jumper.
Markeith Brown.
Yeah. The Montana Tech product doing pretty well. Oh, there we go. Nas getting on the board in the second half.
That's his second field goal of the game.
67-44 in favor of your Bears. Nice play.
Nice little kickoff there.
Yeah, Brown really rocked the tightrope there. Gets the assist. Wicket to Letter. Over to Nas. On the weave. Going to the basket. Diego!
I really like Lilac City as we see a quick jumper there. They're obviously they're down 23 points here, but they're very evenly distributed throughout their scoring ledger. So I mean they're not just dependent on one player to do the scoring for them. I like seeing that on their part.
Yeah, for sure on that one. And Diego again gets fouled. Boy, he's a tough player to keep in front of you. That's what I've noticed these couple times we've seen him so far this season.
Yeah, relentless athleticism. He has it, and he knows what to do with it.
Yep, Diego going to the line for 2.
That's the 20th free throw that the Bears have taken in this game. They've only made 12 of them. I'd like to see a little more in that respect. This would not even be as close as it was if they had a few more makes there at the free throw line.
Yeah, for sure. And it'd be nice to get that game going. And of course, as you say that, he misses.
He misses both of them. Wicket skies in there for the rebound.
Sweeping rebound.
Yeah, outlets over to Banks.
And Nas. And one.
Nas is feeling it down there on the baseline.
Yeah. Nas is coming.
Yeah, he had a couple really nice games on there on that California trip. Not only distributing to his teammates, but he took over a couple of the games there with some good scoring efforts as well.
Well, and speed doesn't go in a slump. You can go in a shooting slump. You can go in all kinds of slumps in this game. But speed does never slump. Dawson Youngblood dialing it up long distance. And back at you, though. Denzel with the steal. And back over to Nas. 3 is no good. Denzel saves it. Ball is loose. Getting some of that harem-scarum stuff going on out there. The fifth on Markeith. Is it 5 or 6 in this league?
I mean, it should be 6.
I'm thinking it's 6 because that's pro ball.
Yeah.
Into the game number 15, Lucius Brown.
Who has 3 fouls himself.
Mm-hmm. And foul was on Diego Edwards. That was his 4th. Steal by Medlock there. He gets it back. Big old 3. No. Long rebound for Nas. Playing a give and go with Wicket. Turnaround. No.
You know, Wicket was a late addition to this team, late in the whole process between training camp and tryouts and all that. That one put me in a stand. I mean, you just blocked me up what I was trying to do.
It did,
and for good reason. He banks that in.
The bank was open, even though it's shorter hours on Saturdays.
He's got 6 points, all from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Marcus Golder into the game. So I do like how they're going earlier in the quarter to the bench. Start thinking ahead about tomorrow a little bit, even out your minutes. Want these guys as fresh as you can get them. Because that will be a contest tomorrow. And speaking of that, how's the scoreboard tonight for Seattle? What's the latest and greatest?
One other game on the docket, that is the Los Angeles Blue Wave up in Seattle, and they are down 74-53 at the moment as they are also in the third quarter.
All right. Two immovable objects, irresistible forces, meeting up tomorrow. Clash of the Titans.
For control of first place in the USBL.
Yes. Lucius Yeah, not quite that time. He was going to heat check it. He was heat checking.
It's not even not just heat checking, but also distance checking. Like really, like forget the step up you could make.
But why?
He hits it from there,
why?
Or he doesn't want it.
That's right.
Props to you on that one, Lucius Brown.
That's right.
Again, 6'2", 240.
From Lane College there in Eugene. Another Northwest Ties ball player. So 72-52, and there's Nas, kicks over for Mikey Medlock. No. Nas chases it down. And Marcus Golder, a 3 for him. No. Rebound by Taryn Hamilton. Over to Markeith Brown. Wicket's right on him. Nice give and go. Nice curl off, I should say.
Gets it inside to Hamilton, and he's now at 11 points for the Legends.
There's a lot of pretty good defense out on the top, and there's a steal and the deal from Markeith Brown. Really nice job using his body to shield the defender, too. 72-56. Legends are hanging in. They are hanging in there with it.
They've weathered a few storms here from the Bears, and each time it looked like it was getting a little bit out of hand. They brought it back to something reasonable, something they can work with going into the later parts of this game.
Markeith Brown, he is single-handedly been keeping them in this quarter. And looks like a timeout with lots of talking. And, is there a T?
There's going to be a T on somebody.
It was a T. Oh, on Larry Wickett. Fourth person.
Okay, Wick picks up his fourth.
Oh, so there's no technical. Oh, a technical on Nas. Okay. And there we go.
And you got Sugar Hill is not happy about this situation right now. I mean, you have Coach Hampton out there at midcourt trying to get as much information about this as he can, but you can see Curtis is not in a happy spot about this.
Yeah, Sugar is not so sweet right now. But we have Coach Shipley kind of manning the coaching aspect of it with the players at the moment, while Hampton and Coach Hill are
a little beside themselves.
Yeah, you can tell.
And that's fine.
Trying to put it into words.
Big addition, a huge addition to what the Bears are doing this year when they were able to get Coach Shipley to come up here and do what he's been doing for this team.
He is
both on the court, off the court, getting players in there. But we're seeing the second part of it. We heard a lot about him, how he's a good promoter and he promotes a lot of things apparently, and we're going to get into that at some point.
Yes.
But we heard about that. We heard about how he does well with talent, and then But as coming into it now, we're getting to see the other part of it. How is he during games? And he really, his attention to detail and the way he communicates to the team is paying dividends.
Yeah, I knew about him. From the Mexico tournaments that Vancouver's went in and played in the last 4 years. Once or twice a summer, and. Known about him through there, but I didn't know the whole Shipley, the whole story.
Yeah, I think we're getting the whole Shipley experience, and really good to talk to before games, and even during the week.
Character. He's such a character.
He's doing a lot during practices and all that. I mean, he posts videos all the time about how he's working on the conditioning for the team. It's interesting to see how many different ways he's looking to have an impact here on the Bears.
So, yeah, exactly.
And I don't know. Again, Curtis Hill came up here to give us our stats up, and I don't know. I've got a shower assault on me right now off of Curtis. You could just see. I was like, I'm going to take this from you, young man, and thank you so much, and not say a word. Because Curtis is not in a happy spot right now. As far
he is
for a guy who's coaching and owning a team that's got a 16-point lead. He was just not happy about about things. We'll just call them things.
Well, and the thing about it, Sonny, is as you get better and as you aspire to be the top, as you aspire to be the champion, there's more things that bother you. You know, there's more things you have to check. There's more things you have to, what's the term? There's one, cleanup. There's more things you have to clean up. That's my favorite. That's usually used in college football when a team is beating the other by like 40 points, and then they talk to the coach after the game. Well, there's things we need to clean up. Well, you beat them by 40 points. I think you're pretty clean.
But here's where here's why I'm justifying the two-a-days we're going to be running until those things.
Well, in 24 hours, under 24 hours, they'll be playing the best, you know, or the other best team in the league to figure out who is the best right now. So I think there's some of that playing in this too.
There will be no rest for the wicked.
No, or the good. And Brown's free throws cut the lead, 72-59, 5.5 left third quarter on this Saturday night fun night here, USBL style, CBTV, and USBL.com, all those things. And Wicket.
His first field goal of the game.
But to the hole.
Markeith Brown putting a dent in the scoreboard here in this third quarter, up to 19 points.
And there's Lucius Brown. A spin cycle. He kicks it over. Big old three. Not quite for Brown. I think they've got some crowd here that were pretty stoked about that whole exchange. And there's Nas Amos back to wicket. Oh, shot clock expired. Oh, I guess
that must not have been
set wrong. Yeah. Okay. No one stopped the play or anything. And they were trying to get the ball there to number 12, Taryn Hamilton, but not quite. And I thought Nelson had a wide open look on his own, but sometimes maybe he was thinking the D was going to collapse pretty fast because they've been doing that all game, Vancouver has. All right, so a little post action, but he flips it back. There's a three for Brown. No. Rebound by Wicket. Over to Medlock. Cross court. Golder. Over to Nas. Back to Mikey. He gets that baseline, and he draws the foul. And that is on Nikhil Nelson. Second for him. So Brown and Solinsky both have 5 at the moment. Markeith Brown and Jalen Solinsky. Not Lucius Brown.
Lucius Brown has
relation.
3. Correct.
He has 3. 1, 2, 3 fouls. So first shot by Medlock is good. Subs in. Sell Letter coming back in for Larry Wicket. And basically, like we said before, this is the Sell Letter show. Front row tickets. We're very happy to see it. Medlock converts the second. And here we go. There's some wrestling underneath with Medlock. And Taryn Hamilton. And they got Hamilton that time.
Not on my hoop.
Yeah, exactly. Dead ball, I don't care. You're not going to score on my hoop. Oh, you silly willies. And a delay of game on the Legends. Because, all of a sudden, because Golder did the one, knock it away, but then, who was it? Brown would keep shooting. Oh, good times. And there's Nas Amos. Over to Letter. Golder in the corner. Golder gets an opening. No. Hamilton with that rebound. And like we talked about at the top of the broadcast, Golder working through a calf strain. And looks like an M1 opportunity for that man, Markeith Brown.
Yeah, he's up to 21 points here for the game.
Well, and he's shooting over 50% for the night, too. So that's good. I mean, he's well on the way to his nightly numbers. So, yeah, he's doing his part. Shot is off. It was a rebound by Letter, but they're calling Brown with the foul. And that would be number 6. Oh, I guess they're saying it's the 5th. Oh, no, now they're getting him. You could see Coach. You could see Coach Ibia. You can tell he's working through this. And there's Amos with Lucius Harris on. Flips over to Golder. No luck for Marcus there. Harris with the rebound. Over to the other Harris. Back to Harris. No Harris there. Three-pointer, though. Taryn Hamilton. He's had a nice night as well for the Legends.
Watch out, we're at a 10-point game now.
Yeah. Holy comeback, Batman. And there's Letter, flips over in the corner. Attacking the hoop. Diego Edwards. Anytime you need something done right, it's Diego Edwards' time.
Okay, so
the Bears.
dueling delay of games now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, at least they weren't shooting at the other hoop, though, on a dead ball. That was almost like dueling banjos or something in my head was playing when that was going on.
Hamilton with a long range.
Three.
And nails that one, too. I got to wonder if Coach Ibia down there, Coach Ibia, he was telling about in San Diego, the Bears were dominating that entire game, but you know, stay in it with them, and you might find yourself in a tighter game down the stretch.
It's like, Tara, did you even walk into the door to the gym before you shot that? So a foul on Nikhil Nelson there when Golder was going to the hoop, and we're getting a timeout here. So it'll be 2 for Golder when we come back. So 78-69. So, all right. So once again, how the Legends sneak back in?
Well, I mean, long-range shooting is always going to help there. They've had a couple of guys really hitting some big shots for them. Lucius Brown and Taryn Hamilton, as we just saw there. They're pushing the pace offensively. They're not letting the Bears get set up all that well defensively. And I think that's and they're. Except they're not being shy about putting up a lot more points. I think they've almost doubled their first half point total here in the third quarter.
And we'll take this opportunity to tell you guys, get ready. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, your Vancouver Bears take the court in a high-stakes showdown as they defend the #1 spot in the league.
This is not just any game. This is a must-see matchup as the Bears go head-to-head with the Seattle Superhawks, a team bringing serious firepower. Seattle arrives with a star-studded presence, including former NBA standouts Robert Pack and Gary Payton on their coaching staff. That is the glove. And former NBA player Jonte Porter taking the floor.
The stakes are high, the energy will be electric, and the Bears need you in the stands. Reminder, the game will be played at Fort Vancouver High School. That's right, Fort Vancouver High School is the place to be for this exciting matchup. Doors open at 2:30 p.m., so arrive early, grab your seats, get ready to cheer on your hometown team.
Don't miss your chance to witness top-level basketball right here in Vancouver. Be loud, be proud, and let's pack Fort Vancouver High School as we rally behind the Bears in their fight to be on top of USBL.
Oh, yeah. And if you can't get to the game, shame on you. But we'll unshame you if you watch us, if you would like to do that.
And you can do so on
CBTV and also
on watch.usbl.com.
That's right. So you got a couple ways to do it to unshame yourself.
And for everyone listening to this right now tonight, thank you so much for tuning in and following along with this great Vancouver Bears action as we're here in the first season here in USBL.
And we will unshame you for this evening. So, last call for concessions. Boy, they're wrapping that up early. They must be selling it out. That's all right. Really nice concession stands we have here at the game. Some nice merch over there, too. I was going to try to slip over there after the game and take a look again. There's some good stuff. They were bringing some kids wear in there.
Oh, yeah, some great new designs on some Bears shirts.
Yeah, we'll take it. All right, so Golder going to the line. shooting 2. And Marcus gets that one in. And, you know, like I was telling you before, he is just trying to check this out tonight. He really wants it tomorrow. He really wants it tomorrow. Him and Denzel Banks are the remaining players, besides Darius Gary off the bench, who have played Seattle in the last couple years. So,
yeah, and Golder's been going up against them for the last 3 years.
Exactly. So he wants it. So we'll see what happens here. 79-69.
Nice dish over to the corner from Lucius Brown to Markeith Brown.
Brown to Brown from downtown. 79-72. 1:43 left in the third quarter.
Cuts it to a 7-point lead.
Yeah, this
Marquise Brown, 24 points.
This is crazy. Looks like a foul on Lucius Brown, though, on Letter going to the hoop. At the last possible minute, Sell was able to get himself up there on that right side of the hoop and get the foul. And it's kind of interesting, Sonny, is they haven't had Big Joe or the Boos in at all. They are playing small lineup stuff.
Small lineup, you know, with Letter kind of being the big presence, the bigger presence
running
down
the small five, the small big five, the small big. There we go. And he misses the second though. So here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. They were getting hot from the three, and I wonder if that's what they're just going to keep going on. Lucius Harris shaking and baking. Oh wow! Golder hit the deck, but no call. 80-74. Lucius getting some points going this quarter. Good help there by Taryn Hamilton. Makes him kick it out. Nas over to Sell. Very nice. So that's 82-74. Looks like a turnover. And Akeel Nelson just couldn't corral that pass in there. Kind of when your body wants to go one way, but the ball wants to go another, and the two just don't meet.
Yeah, good opportunity here for the Bears to close out the quarter strong, when it was going the other direction here for a little bit, for the last few minutes.
Yeah, very much so. So Diego flips over to Marcus Golder. No, not quite. But the ball gets batted around. Amos over there to Denzel. What do we got? Got a blocking foul. Okay, and unfortunately, is that 6? Marquise Brown. There we go. That's his 6th.
All right, that'll finally get to that 6th foul.
Yeah, well, sometimes we need an abacus.
Some of us, we need to take off a shoe or two and try to get that count going.
Get all 10 digits, 20 digits.
Banks left Hamilton in the dust there, and then had to get a little help from Markeith Brown, who was very frustrated about having to leave this game, considering he had a game high 24 points.
Well, and if you're the Legends, you're like, really? Because your 7-1 guy gets kicked out before
our first half top scorer.
Yeah, you come back from 23 down, and now this.
And now we've lost our top scorer for the game here in the second half.
And remember,
and Banks gets to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and Solinsky still has 5. So yeah, it's the bench. They're going to get some run. They're going to have a tired trip home and get ready for the home game. And yeah, so Banks, second one, takes it. Well, and that's another reason, James, that you have depth in a league like this, because you need it. So 34 seconds. Travel. Turnover there on Akeel Nelson. And let's see what we have. We have Nas Amos. It's down to 26 seconds. Going to Diego Edwards. You know he wants to go to the hole. And that's what he does. Pretty good defense by Lucius, but he couldn't get him on that second one.
No, Diego going right back up there, putting it in to go to the line for a 3-point play.
Diego Edwards, he's relentless.
And that is 5 on Lucius Brown.
Oh, my goodness.
They already only have 2 players over on the bench. One of those is Solinsky with 5 fouls.
Right. And it looks like they're bringing him to the, he wants to go to the bench, but they're like, you can't. He was walking to the bench, and they're like, no, you can't. And for Stanley Ivia, I do feel for the guy. I really do. And now they're going into double jeopardy. They're checking Solinsky in. With 15 seconds left, I don't know if I'd do it, Sonny. I don't know if I'd do it. Even if you have the ball, I don't know if I'd do it.
Well, the alternative is putting Jordan French in there, who has 2 minutes in this game, and I don't think they planned on having him in the rotation. So
yes,
they're kind of waiting.
But he's going to the hole with it. Oh, he misses. 2 seconds. 1. Does he beat the clock?
He does.
Yes!
Bank hours? Absolutely.
Banks hours.
Yeah. You can always send it with Zell.
Yeah, because he has Banks hours. So, you can watch some third quarter highlights here. Another momentum swing. It got down to what, 6?
It did.
And now it's back up. Yeah. Well, when Markeith Brown went out, that's definitely a blow. And they withstood Bullington being ejected, but now can they withstand Markeith going out? A couple of their guys will have to step up, like him, number 0, Youngblood.
Youngblood will have to keep hitting some long shots there to make up for what they'll not have from Markeith Brown here in the fourth quarter.
For sure. And so in the fourth quarter, what do you need to do for the Bears to keep this thing in the W? What do you need to do to the Legends to hang around and give yourself a puncher's chance?
The Bears need to close out strong, push the pace quite a bit. I would say, take it inside for them as much as you can. Don't settle for long shots. That's probably my number one thing that I would like to see the Bears do, just because every time you go inside, you're going to be facing one guy or another with foul trouble.
And if you're the Legends?
If the Legends, you're going to have to get some good contributions from guys like Youngblood and Taron Hamilton. Keep him filling up the score sheet here in the fourth quarter, and try to keep the ball in their hands as much as possible. So
see if they can knock down a couple threes.
No, I would say perimeter game would be a good place to start for the Legends, because the chance to get fouls there is just less.
Well, we'll see what happens.
And no cheap fouls, no ticky-tack fouls here. If you're defending it on the perimeter, don't give up a foul on a reach-in or anything like that. That's also a big key for the Legends to stay in this game.
It's been a very, very interesting night. We've seen lots of stuff. And I wonder if they'll go. And that was the other thing, James. The Bears went to their bench pretty generous at the start of that quarter. And then things slipped, and they had to put the starters back in, the main rotation guys, and I wonder if that's what they're going to do.
Well, we'll say, right, they did extend it back out to a 15-point lead. I think they are kind of saving Big Joe a little bit for
that's
tomorrow.
A good point.
They're saving a little bit of the miles on Big Joe, and
because
they would like
Jonte
to keep that
Porter.
going.
Yeah.
Again, but it's a 15-point lead. If they can maintain that a little bit, they can, set up what they want to do here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, and Dawson Youngblood, he got a little happy feet going. And if it's the Looney Tunes, you'd have that sound effect going on there.
And a lot of Bears can put up the kind of pressure. They can do full court pressure on a team. You can make that an aspect of your strategy, because you can put more pressure on a team when you're not in foul trouble.
And Edwards just hammering the basket there with a couple of offensive rebounds and attempted putbacks. Ball is batted out of bounds. Bears maintain. And you can see what they're doing. Pressure defense, high field goal percentage shots, going to the basket. That's what they're going back to. And the inbound to Letter, back out to Amos. Shot clock at 13. Sell with 3. No. And what did they get? Did they get Youngblood on the rebound? I mean, Maddox on the rebound? Because all of a sudden, his man kind of moved out of the way a little extra. All right, well, they get that sorted out. And now they're... See, that's always fun. All right, Legends Ball. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, Golder was coming out. He was way back in the corner there, ready for when the Bears had it. 3 is off. A good rebound and follow, no. Nas Amos collects. Here we go. Ah, there's Diego.
Edwards taking it strong. 25 points in this game.
And a steal and deal from Mr. Banks. And there's Youngblood. Ah, nice give and go. And that's Nikhil Nelson. 93-76 Bears in the fourth quarter of the Saturday night special for you. And there's Denzel Banks, kicks over Nas Amos. And Golder in the corner. No. He's had a rusty night.
Yeah, not getting the shots to go down. He did have the last 3 games off. And that's so going into this fourth quarter, I'd like to see them keep feeding him the ball. Have him find his shot as we go into the next game.
And Nikhil Nelson converted the layup back on the other end, and now things are getting crazy. And that's Taryn Hamilton.
Another poke out by Diego.
Loose. And he's going to slow her back down for a minute, try to get a better percentage shot. And Golder. There we go. Take it in, Marcus.
There we
Take
go,
it in, Marcus. And Marcus wants that extra, but it's a good thing they called the timeout because he might have got a special tee. But I'm glad to see Marcus finally break the spell.
Absolutely,
get his
first field goal to fall.
Yeah,
that puts in a. Golder also does have that in his game where he can drive straight in, and he's not just an outside shooter.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and he's what's known as a high flyer.
And you can see Golder underneath the rim there going, finally, Shaka as the walls fell.
And then
Star Trek, look it up.
Yeah, then he looks at the official, hey, any more?
I've taken enough shots. I want to let me earn a few more points off this.
So yes, 95-78, and Bears are coming back out. Let's see what we get there.
All right, we're going to take a break in this action. We'll be back with more Bears basketball.
Back at it. Here we go. 95-78, Vancouver Bears over the Lilac City Legends. 9:47 left in the game.
Coach Shipley down there in the zone, but you still can't wipe that smile off his face. He really, I describe my interaction with him as a guy who just loves basketball.
And speaking of that, it was fun. Wow, look at how look at Sugar Hill perusing the stat sheet. Probably looking for foul trouble, trends, that kind of thing. And looks like Golder's out.
Yeah, Medlock in the game now for the Bears, and they let it go coast to coast. Nelson there having himself a very good fourth quarter.
Well, and also Big Joe is back. He had a long time he was sitting. And here we go, 95-80. And a jumper for Nas.
Drains that one too. Nas has been great inside, outside, and now it's 10 points on the game.
Yeah, double figures to go with 5 assists. And there's Youngblood kicking over. Nice look inside. Yeah, Taryn Hamilton.
19 points for Terrell Hamilton.
Yeah, nice look for Zielinski there. Nas Amos adds to them double figures. As we said before, as Shipley said, he needs to be CP3 tonight.
And he's had a really good game, rebounding, assists, and filling it up from inside and outside.
And right there, they're figuring it out. Up, shot clock. Bears basketball.
Yeah, good denial defense out on the perimeter. You can tell that is something that with the lead getting to 18 points here for the Bears, they want to take those 3-point chunks out if they can.
100-82. And Bears working it there. And Big Joe, nice.
And then he's seeing a much smaller lineup here in the second half than he was facing in the first half and takes advantage of it there. Big Joe, 9 points in the game.
And he splits the guys. And that's number 9. Nikhil Nelson. And a foul on Edwards. And that's your first team foul of the quarter. That's not bad. We've been going a while. Nelson going to the line, though.
Nelson's been the most frequent visitor to the line for the Lilac City Legends. He's made 4 of his 6 free throws so far.
Yeah, they've represented really well. I mean, they've really hung in all night.
That one goes around the world, but doesn't go down into the hoop.
Shout out to the drone cam that Bobo Pilata gets set up there. Gives you the view of what a drone would.
Boozer coming in, replacing Diego Edwards, so we're going to have both Boozer and
a twin
Big
tower.
Joe on the court at the same time.
The old school twin towers. And ball was almost bounced off of Big Joe. He's kind of looking over there at Hamilton like, what are you trying to do? But they saw through it. Amos gets the ball picked off. To the cutter, and there you go. Wow. Zielinski on that one. Wow, that was a nice move. That was a nice play there by the Legends.
Yeah, almost like an instant setup into that. They knew that must be a play they have in their right.
They know each other's
something they know that they can do.
Instincts or something. Yeah, that was fantastic. Because they filled it right away after the steal, and looks like a goaltend.
Yeah, Boozer's going to get called for the goaltend there for the Bears.
Legends still getting it done. And remember, at halftime, they didn't even have 40 points. The Legends. It was about 36, 33 or so.
I believe it was 38.
38. Looks like Diego Sanchez is going to be coming. Here's that play we talked about, Sonny, with the steal. And then just a beautiful look right there. Yeah, and Nikhil Nelson, just perfect pass there. And there's a rebound by Youngblood. Big old pass. No. That whole long bomb thing again. Nothing there on the coast-to-coast, nothing on the cleanup, but a foul. And once again, Denzel Banks, he's relentless. Him and Edwards and Letter. I mean, it's not only sounding like a law firm, but it's also the secret to what these guys do, just to grind you out.
And like I said, Banks, as we were talking about that, he has not left the court.
No.
In this game, I don't think he spent any time on the bench.
No, and he still is just after it. Cans the first one. And looks like Diego 2.0, Sanchez, will be coming in when we get back. And we will be right back on CBTV.
Founder and owner of Pop Local. Pop Local is a retail home for products and brands located all across the Pacific Northwest. We currently represent over 300 independent businesses. Step into the heart of the Pacific Northwest. Pop Local Vancouver brings together over 300 local brands, celebrating independent makers, artists, and artisans. From handmade gifts and unique finds to apparel, artisanal treats, and more, every product shares a story of love and passion from its creator to you. Come say hi at 111 Grant Street, located right on the Vancouver-Washington waterfront. For more information, you can visit poplocalvancouver.com.
And back to you, Hudson's Bay High School for the big finish of the Saturday night special, West Coast style for the USBL.
Yeah, only our second home game here for this season so far.
Yeah, and we have, 10 more. So show up, including tomorrow at Fort Vancouver High School at 3 p.m. versus the Seattle Superhawks.
Yeah, you're going to want to be there for that game. That'll be, as the result of this game sticks, we're going to be going for first place in USBL, and Gary Payton, the glove, is going to be in the house.
Yeah, Robert Pack, former NBA ball player, former Trailblazer, former USC Trojan as well. And Jonte Porter averaging a triple-double so far on this USBL season. Jumper, Darren Hamilton, 104-88, Bears. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. And there is Sell Letter down low.
Boozer with it inside.
The Booze, no, got a little crazy.
Yeah, really good defense with Darren Hamilton.
Yeah. Dawson Youngblood flips it there. The jumper is just off the rim there.
Medlock corrals it.
Mm-hmm. And getting chased down there almost by Phelan Maddox. And there's Youngblood with it back. Not Youngblood, Medlock. And there's Denzel Banks. Shot clock down to 5. Ball is off, but Sell Letter crashes. And Legends retain. How many rebounds does Mr. Letter have tonight?
Letter has 6 boards. Leading rebounder for the Bears is Denzel Banks with 10. Mm-hmm. So he's having a nice game, 21 points, 10 boards.
And they've out-rebounded him by 1, 48-47. Okay, so there's Youngblood there. Sanchez on him. He goes to the rack.
Gets it to fall.
104-90, 5.5 left. Holy not going away, Batman.
Right, as we know from their game against San Diego, 14-point leads don't stay just because you want them to. They can go away in short time, and you can end up in a dogfight there in the last minute.
From one tower to another, but everything but the end. Rebound there by Nikhil Nelson. And ball is loose. Legends ball. Yeah, Nikhil Nelson has really filled the gap left when Markeith Brown fouled out.
Yeah, he's up to 10 points. Leading scorer available for the Legends right now, Taryn Hamilton with 21. That's who has the ball right now.
Yeah, passes it out. Oh, the give and go. Ball is loose. Maintained by the Legends. 5 minutes to go. Yeah, the shooting percentages have been brought up. The Legends are actually out shooting the Bears 50-47. Jumper no good.
Yeah, it's been more about output. I mean, they've put up 20 more shots.
And
the Bears have.
And there's Medlock. Over to Joe, back over Diego Sanchez. No. Rebound by Taryn Hamilton. Chairman of the board, he's got 11 boards now on the night. Leading board man for the Legends. There's Dawson Youngblood, Diego Sanchez on him. Lean-in jumper, no. Sanchez with the rebound, here he comes. Flips over to Letter. Let's see if they can get a productive trip down the floor as we come down to 4 minutes left in this contest. And a little spin cycle there.
A lot of contact there. It looks like Nelson's going to get called for a foul.
And that's his fourth. Well, the Legends have done a heck of a job just keeping guys out here. And yeah, since Markeith Brown fouled out.
Yeah, and it really doesn't look like Lucius Brown is going to play anymore in this game. He's got he's sweatered up there over on the baseline.
Oh yeah, he's got the warm up on. Yeah, is that a warm up or something else? Oh no, looks like a hoodie. Yeah, guess he's done.
Yeah, he's done for this game.
Yeah.
He had himself a couple of 3-pointers.
Well, but he'll get a chance to shoot tomorrow back at home. Yeah, I'm sure when they recruit him to make the road trip. Oh, my goodness. Boy, Nikhil Nelson not done. Turns around, has a statement to make. And speaking of Lucius, he's over there pretty stoked. Oh, and one.
Yeah, went down, and he'll get a chance to do M1 there at the line.
So back what I was saying about Lucius Brown, I'm sure they probably talked about the minutes and, you know, what this road trip was going to be for him. And he remember I was telling you earlier in the third quarter he was going over there, but they wouldn't let him check out. So, yeah. But when you're looking at the replay on this, it was pretty good, and it still is good. So, back to it here.
Didn't hit the free throw, and so it's still a 14-point lead for the Bears.
Yeah. Sanchez over there to Big Joe. He's trying to get some motion going with the offense. He's shaking and baking. Little turnaround jumper, no. And that's a rebound by Taryn Hamilton, another one. And basket, Nikhil Nelson. Like we were talking about, he's taken this thing over where Markeith Brown left off. 3:23 left. And a turnover there. Couple of miscommunications there.
Yeah, here's a spot where the Bears need a really good defensive stop here
and
on their
who they
end.
Bring in to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for Mr. Banks.
Right, because anything other than that could set some real momentum for the Legends.
And here comes Naz Amison for Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, we're going to have...
So, yeah, a lot of starters coming back out. And one of the towers goes to the bench.
I think that's a look they're going to look to introduce as much as possible, but at some point, it's like you can work on that to see if something you can use in the future, but you gotta give that a few minutes and then go back to what got you here.
As we keep looking to see what's good, as they say, as the kids say. It'll be interesting, but this kind of leads up to tomorrow.
Yeah, and the game in Seattle's gone final. The Superhawks with a 126-97 win over the Los Angeles Blue Waves.
And that sets up the battle tomorrow if the Volcanoes can finish it out. And Denzel gets fouled there going to the line.
Denzel's fouled, and that should be on Jalen Solinsky. That should be his last foul of the game.
Yeah, and that's his 6th. And he gets a warm round of applause. Yeah, he hung in there. He played in foul trouble the whole second half. And Mr. French, Jordan French is in. Played 2 minutes in the first half. He'll get to finish this one out. And there's Denzel Banks with the jumper.
That'll make the lead 14 points again as we're here under 3 minutes to go in this game.
And now I'm sure the Bears want to play clean the rest of the way. Have some good defensive possessions out there, some stops and whatnot. And Taryn Hamilton for 3, no. A fight for the ball, recovered by Hamilton, but it's reset. Oh, the jam is off. And Medlock picks it up. He goes to Denzel. Alley-oop! Almost. And there's another. And there, Taryn Hamilton finishes that off. 108-96, 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, we're down to a 12-point game here.
Use your clock. Use the clock. Use the clock. There we go. All the way down to 4 at least before they shot it. Use the clock. Oh, a nice block right there.
Right from behind by Big Joe.
That's a momentum changer and a foul. And a foul. Taryn Hamilton on Diego. His 4th. Yeah, if there was another like 5-6 minutes, I don't think the Legends would have anyone left.
Yeah, also true on that. I really think, yeah, the Bears could, grind out the clock on this. I think they need to work on their execution a little bit more. So I'd like them to take this opportunity to do so. Finish this game strong as a good lead in to the game they have tomorrow. It's a quick turnaround. There's no rest here for over the weekend for this team.
Yeah.
They want to go into next game strong. Hopefully, let's get out of that game strong and lead into our rivalry game the next weekend against the Salem Capitals.
Agreed with you on that.
Let's,
and finish the first third of the season outright. And Diego Edwards,
that'll help there. Edwards, 28 points, leading all scorers.
If he is not all conference this year, I don't know who would be more than him. He has just been incredible. Ball is out for Hamilton. Nazamus with the rebound. There it is!
Big Joe!
Big Joe from the famous Amos.
Getting it strong there with the good dunk.
That's right. Denzel going for the steal there, but no. And in the corner, ball is loose, but a foul. No, Lilac City, they didn't play like a winless team.
No, not at all.
To be honest, they didn't.
No.
If they would have had probably their whole roster, yeah, things might have been a little different. But the Bears really did well for most of the game. And that was a real nice look from Nas. And Golder getting back in. Like you were talking about, I think they're going to try to get him to get his groove for a couple of possessions here to finish out, too. Three-pointer for Maddox, no. Here comes Medlock. And Now it swings to Denzel Banks. Medlock for 3. There it is. Yeah, he was waiting for that.
Second three-pointer of the game for Mr. Medlock.
And Taryn Hamilton wants to answer back, but no.
Medlock comes down with the rebound.
Let's see, it's open court time. Foul. Yeah, he was getting ready for a jam there.
Jordan French is not going to make that too easy there for him on that one.
And Big Joe coming to the line, adding to his totals for the night.
11 points for Big Joe. This is the free throw there, his first attempt of the game. This is definitely not a team that plays like a team they have that doesn't have a win on the season. And you could see like the kind of competitive games that they played against Yakima, and we're going to see like more than half their games are going to be against the Bears and the Superhawks on the season.
Yeah, you can see they're coming together by just watching the box scores.
Ticking down to the last 10 seconds of this game.
See if they can wait this out.
They can. I think they have to.
I think there's like 1 second difference.
Yeah, they'll have to put up a shot.
Yeah. They were cool. And there you go. So, 116-96, the Bears over the Legends.
Bears pick up their 5th win of the season.
Yeah, 5-0.
They'll go into the next game undefeated, facing an undefeated opponent in the Seattle Superhawks.
Yeah, that should be a huge, huge contest. And it's at...
It'll be at Fort Vancouver High School. Come on down. It starts at 3 p.m. Come on down and watch us, watch this team as they try to stay on top of the standings of USBL. And if you can't, you can always come back here for more action here as we either on Comcast channel 23, CVTV 23, or watch.usbl.com.
Yeah, and tomorrow, Seattle coming in with a star-studded presence. Their coaching staff, NBA standouts Robert Pack and Gary Payton, and former NBA player Jonte Porter, averaging a triple-double a game, leading the Superhawks on the floor.
A lot of names you Vancouver fans might know from the past. Michi Wells is going to be there as well. And they've got a loaded roster. It'll be a great contest between two of the most athletic teams that you're going to see coming into this area.
Well, and as we talked about, Denzel Banks was talking about payback. Marcus Golder, too, before the game was like, I'm just getting ready for tomorrow. I'm testing it out tonight, but tomorrow's the game. He said Seattle and Salem are the two he gets up for the most. And Salem's coming soon.
These are some of the great highlights from this 116-96 win for both teams as they played a very spirited fourth quarter that could have been, it was looking to be very close, but ends up a great 20-point win for the Vancouver Bears.
Yes, and when you're looking here at the final, you're looking at some of the standouts in the scoring column. Diego, 28, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, but 6 steals. And you've got Denzel, who we talked about, 24, and with 11 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals. He played 41 minutes. I don't think he sat at all.
Yeah,
he was the only player who didn't sit at all.
Right, exactly. We saw the big flush there from Big Joe. Real good above the rim play there as he had 11 points in the game.
And yep, lots of good stuff all over the place for these teams. So thank you very much for watching us. We appreciate you guys hanging with us. And we got a lot of basketball coming this season, so please keep watching us. Come on out to the games. And as James said earlier, watch us, CVTV channel 323. And you can stream us on
watch.usbl.com. You can stream all of our games live, but also if you missed any of the games, you can watch them on demand as well.
Yeah, because we're quite entertaining in a strange sort of way. So thanks for watching us. We appreciate you. For Wireless Mike Koreski and for for the sunny one, James Crockett. We will talk to you later. 116.96, Vancouver Bears.